not making an advertisement at the end of the conference, but it was just one of those coincidences and overlapping of interest in them. And just kind of time-wise, were just kind of a good time to present your nice magazine, but I let you do that. It's also quite late in Seoul, as you can guess, so it's 1 o'clock there.
It's my pleasure. Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm sorry I'm not able to be there in person. Thanks so much to Elena and to the organizers. I just, it's a pleasure to be given the opportunity to just briefly mention about this new publishing project. What you see, it's one of the last ending copies of our issue 0, brief introductory issue, and I hope you enjoyed it if you had time to take a look at it, or if you will enjoy it. You can enjoy it if you will take a look at it on your way back for the coming days. Yes, it's English language biannual magazine. Will publish in April and September of each year for the next 5 years. Entirely dedicated to cinema in Asia, and so the scope, of course, is very broad. It's admittedly ambitious project. It's independent in nature, so it will rely on the support of readers and sponsors. And of course, if you like it, my humble request would be for you to spread the news about the publication. Two main characteristics actually of the magazine. It's in print only, and as Elena mentioned, I had the pleasure of working with two wonderful Swedish partners. So the magazine is printed in Gothenburg. Because of the high printing quality, we wanted to go in an unusual way. Most cinema magazines tend to be printed a bit poorly, I think. So we wanted to make it as beautiful and as kind of permanent as possible, and as an object that you enjoy in every sense of the word, and hopefully the readers also will want to keep. And so a Swedish paper producer, Arctic Paper, and a Swedish printer are supporting part of the production, which was an admirable choice, and I'm always very grateful. The main characteristics of the magazine are, as you might have seen if you glanced at the issue 0, each issue will have a specific theme, so there will not be news or reviews or events reports. So it will be an in-depth investigation into a specific chosen theme. And each issue is actually guest edited, so the people working on each issue will change every time, so both the collaborators and the actual editor will be different. So in a collective fashion, in a sense, so the nature of the project is intrinsically collective. And this hopefully will allow also a variety of approaches and a variety of kind of themes that in different ways. So trying to transmit a passion and kind of hopefully further the knowledge on cinema in Asia, and a passion for publishing as well. So these, in a sense, are the two pillars of the project. And actually today, I was telling Helena before, it's a bit of a special day for the project, because we just sent to the printer our issue 1, which is due in late September, and it's entirely dedicated to screenwriting in Asia. So a topic that is, I think, really kind of under-researched and under-exposed. So we have a whole 120 pages. Each issue will be 120 pages, so thicker than the issue 0 with you. Entirely dedicated to writers and screenwritings and kind of school of screenwritings in different parts of Asia. So hopefully that will be something that and attract the attention of readers. And so far the reception has been good, and I hope, as I said, you will enjoy. Next year there will be another issue, next April, which is deals with a theme that I think an independent project can deal. It deals with the scars and death and the spectral in cinema. and it's co-edited by a Korean academic and critic and a Filipino filmmaker. And issue 3, which is next September, so a year from now, will be a kind of cine literary issue of short stories entirely inspired by Asian films. By Amin Muhammad, a Malaysian publisher and filmmaker and critic. So you can see the variety is really broad, but hopefully this being kind of one of the distinctive elements of the project, and something that kind of hopefully will be of interest to readers. So my main hope is for this 10 issues to be as unique and as stimulating as possible for both cinephiles, academics, non-academics, people who are passionate already about Asian cinema, or people who want to know more about Asian cinema, or people who are interested in magazines in general, given that, as I mentioned, it wants to kind of take root at the intersection of a passion for cinema and a passion for publishing. So yes, that's in a sense the brief, and it's a pleasure, of course, to act a bit of a coda to the whole conference. I'm sure the conference went well, and yes, if of course you like the issues, of course feel free to contact me, or if you think your academic library might be interested in the project, of course, please get in touch, and we will, of course, be happy to distribute accordingly.
So because the origin of this conversation, that was actually quite some months ago, and then it happened partly in Venice, was this idea of dream and what people dream, not necessarily the China dream, and also Davide's dream was actually to be able to have a journal or something that was still only in print, without a digital copy. So I think this was just a very kind of subtle and nuanced connection that we established. But thank you very much for giving us this gift that we were able to distribute, and good luck with the #1 of the journal.
Thank you so much, and thanks again. And I think if you take a look at issue 0, for instance, the section when we think of cinema in Asia, which is the only special section of the issue, it will give you a nice idea and perhaps a nice souvenir and a nice kind of point of reflection to bring home from the conference, apart from the discussion you already had. Yes.
Thank you very much, David, and keep in touch.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody, and have a good conclusion. Thank you again.